Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. We are your one-stop news shop for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. We are amplifying voices from those respective fields and having those stories told here on the Impact Play. Join us as we record the show live over at Twitch.tv / the Impact Play, and by clicking on that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. You simply search for the Impact Play. However you consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm / the Impact Play / support, or even via Patreon, where Silver Cruise and above get the show ad free. Go to Cruise and above, have exclusive access to not only the post show, but they can even call in to be a part of the live show experience, plus early access to our VODs, and so much more. Learn more and become a Patreon supporter today at patreon.com / the Impact Play, or even by using our creator code, the Impact Play. Whether you're buying any V-Bucks in Fortnite, the latest car in Rocket League, or even the latest skin and Fall Guys. No matter what purchase you make within the Epic Store, we do get a commission that will help support and further elevate the show at no extra cost to you. Just use our credit code Play, all one word, and it is not case sensitive. I'm your founder and show host, Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Yaku. This is episode 145. On the agenda, we have a Humble Bubble Ukraine charity bundle. Ukraine is legalizing cryptocurrencies. Mix's 10th anniversary showcase. Hogwarts Legacy. The ID at Xbox Showcase wrap-up. Gran Turismo 7 is back online. That seems like supports Game Pass and cloud gaming. Xbox's sustainability efforts. Google's Glasses apparently isn't dead. Apple's Universal Remote is now available for Macs and iPads. Even more new devices from Samsung. Android 13. A Daredevil reboot could be in the works. Dragon Ball Superhero has been delayed. The Batman heads to 500,000 AEW stars that are leaving the company. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman signed multi-year deals with ESPN. Wrestling legend Scott Hall has sadly passed away. Christina Aguilera is set to headline LA Pride 2022. New music from Rosalia, Normani, Charlie CX, and more, plus the top stories of the week. So welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing, what we have been enjoying, essentially what we have been up to. So, I've been playing a good amount of Tunic lately. I don't know if you guys paid attention to our live playthroughs over on Twitch, but I did one playthrough on stream, and I played one playthrough off stream. But I am enjoying it somewhat, and I don't want to talk too much about it, because I want to do a review cast for that game. But nonetheless, I've been on and off Destiny 2 lately, but I've been having a blast every time it happened. And the shows that I've been watching, I already finished with Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2, which we'll definitely do a spoiler cast on as well. In addition, I'm watching DMZ over on HBO Max. But so far, so good. I think I'm still on the first episode. I think there's like 4 or 5 episodes, maybe, if I'm wrong. But each episode is like an hour long, so yeah. I believe that's only the first season. But then again, once I do complete it, I'll definitely do a spoiler cast for that as well. That's about it, wise. Haven't been up to much lately. I happen to Pokemon Unite every now and then. I'm having a blast. That's essentially it. So without further ado, let's hop into the news, folks, and we're gonna start with some highlights, I guess you could say. But yeah, let's move on. So we have some newsworthy announcements. So people over at Ralph Lauren has collabed for HBCU for a special release. This is coming over from thecut.com. So Ralph Lauren excuse me, has teamed up with Illuminati from Morehouse and Spelman colleges to create a limited edition collection inspired by the two HBCUs and their history. The collection features an all-black cast and creative team on set with campaign images, a shot by photographer Nadine Jiri. That look as they were pulled out of a vintage book, but there's also a film directed by both Joshua Renfro and shot by Azira Bajarvik. I'm sorry if I watched that. And the historical significance of the HBCU. But let me look into this further and get the actual collab. See if I have something better. Oh, GQ. Oh, here it is. Here's a better one from GQ. On Tuesday, Ralph Lauren announced its latest collab, a capsule collection released with two Atlanta-based too. Wow, HBCUs. It's the first time in the brand's 50-year history that it's partnered with the university. The campaign, like the collection itself, captures campus's life from an early era. The men from side parts and bow ties, the woman loafers with high white socks. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. I'm not gonna explain it to everyone. Okay, let me know. Let me go get that real quick. Images. Where is like Beast? Let me see. Oh, that works. High Beast has better images. Okay, let me go to here and go to here so I can show you what I'm looking at on my screen. Okay, I think we're a go. So for your audio listeners, you're definitely missing out if you're not coming back to watch the VOD later. If you're unable to join us live on Twitch. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all we got. So let us know, what are your thoughts on this collection? Are you all for it? That they're doing some form of partnership. But yeah, let us know. Okay, so that's about it on that front, on the Ralph Lauren front. Now, Air Max Day is upon us, and it'll start. When does it start exactly? Hold on, she told me here that I looked at this before. That's weird. Okay, let me look into it again. Um, so March 26th is Air Max Day. I'm sorry I didn't say it here. But it's an annual celebration of Air Max footwear and culture. The annual holiday was officially started in 2014 by Nike. Every year, the brand has focused on special Air Max releases to celebrate the newfound tradition. For 2022, however, Nike will focus heavily on the Air Max 1s as it is its 35th anniversary of the model. Many new colorways, sneaker collaborations, and modernized versions of the Air Max 1s are expected to release throughout the year, which I'll show you guys in a minute, momentarily. Oh yeah, coming from, what is this, Sneaker News? Yeah, from Sneaker News. It should still be good. Okay. So we have the Air Max 1 blueprint. So we'll go here, which should be a better article. Gives us everything that's being released. Yeah, this is everything that's being released. These aren't bad. Blueprints. These are nice actually. The La Villa Lumiere. I'm assuming. Yeah, These are nice, but not my style. What are these? Premium. And I'm assuming that's it. Oh, here's more images. Okay. So the oh wait, so these are region exclusive. I forgot about that. So the blueprint is available in North America. You can only get them in North America. And we have hold on, the La Ville, Le Mien. I'm assuming it's Europe. Oh, it's a woman's Air Max too. Really? Yeah, Europe. I could tell by the name. Oh look, it has a little keychain. Oh, it's reflective, but it's nice though, at the same time. And then the premium one is what is it? Let me take a guess. South America. Oh, I was right. So I was close. So it's Asia and Latin America. So I was both. Oh, these aren't bad. Look, there's a smiley face in the back of it. That's funny. But yeah, these are not bad. Okay, now move on. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. So this last one, we have the 75th anniversary of Jackie Robinson, and the Nike honors the 75th anniversary with a special dunk low. Of course, the Jackie Robinson. Hold on, where is it? Sneaker news as well. These aren't bad. I like the laces though on it. Stitching on the outer lines. Especially this print on the back of it. The back of it, the wording all around it. Oh, and the insoles too. Breaking barriers. But these aren't bad as well. Okay, so that's it for the newsworthy announcements. Now we're gonna move on to gaming, folks. Actually, before we hop into gaming, we have some even more companies that are supporting the Ukraine. But nonetheless, we have. Oh, hold on, give me 1 second. So we have Hubble Bubble is doing a charity bundle, and is standing with Ukraine with their charity fund. With this coming over from The Verge. Today, Humble has joined forces with game creators, book publishers, and software makers from around the globe to launch the Stand With Ukraine bundle. It will give 100% of its proceeds to support humanitarian efforts in Ukraine through charity partners. We have Roseanne for Ukraine International Rescue Committee, International Medical Corps, and Direct Relief. The bundle features over 120 games, books, and software, including Spyro, United Trilogy, and Back for Blood, the Pathfinder and Warhammer rulebooks, and a 12-month license for Game Maker Studio 2. And next, we have Epic as well. So Epic is committing all of its Fortnite proceeds between March 20th and throughout April 3rd to humanitarian relief for people affected by the war in Ukraine. Xbox is joining us in the effort and is committing their net proceeds for Fortnite during this time so that we can get more aid to the people of Ukraine. And this is coming over from Epic directly. And lastly, Ukraine is legalizing in the cryptocurrency market, coming over from Mashable. Ukraine will soon legalize will soon legally recognize cryptocurrency after President Vladimir signed the virtual assets bill into law on Wednesday. Under the new legislation, Ukraine will soon be able to establish a legal regulated crypto market. From now on, foreign and Ukrainian cryptocurrencies exchanges will operate legally. Banks will open accounts for crypto companies. That's a good step for crypto and as a whole. All right, and now we're gonna move on to gaming, folks. A new season of Fortnite is upon us. This one is a little strange. Developer Epic Games is rolling out Chapter 3, Season 2 of the long-running Battle Royale, and it's called Resistance. A storyteller features a number of opposing forces ducking it out on the Fortnite island along with a certain Sorcerer Supreme from the MCU. Ahead of the season's official announcement, we already talked about the Ukrainian efforts, so we're gonna move on. Give me a second. That's 30 seconds on. Don't know the third mode. Okay. So we have also characters like, I don't want to botch this, but Suki 2.0, the familiar fog gunner, and revealed at last the origin. Also, you could complete the special quests to reprogram the Omni Sword pickaxe, figure it with a different blade guard, color, and even sound. That was weird. The first time happened. Hey. Now, let's see what else we got. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we have Razer. They saved 1,000,000 trees with the help of Sneaky Snake. So this comes over from Windows Central. Razer has helped 1,000,000 trees as part of its partnership with Conservative International. The collaboration is part of Razer's Go Green with Razer campaign, which focuses on helping the environment in several ways. For every piece of Sneaky Sneak merchandise sold by Razer, part of the proceeds will help save 10 trees. The initial goal was to save 100,000. So Razer is continuing the program, and now that 1,000,000 trees have been saved, and now their goal is to save 10 million. So for every 250,000 trees saved, Razer will release a new piece of merch. That's good on their part. So EA Play live event won't be happening this year. So they'll have like different announcements throughout the year, but EA Play in general, there won't be one. Thank you, Jen, for that. Okay. And here's a little article from GamesIndustry.biz. The black Twitch streamers and supporters behind the Twitch Do Better movement are calling on the leading streaming site to take more action with tackling racism on its platform. In an open letter to Twitch CEO Emmert Shear and his senior leadership team, the group observes that Twitch only responded to this ongoing issue after last year's Twitch Do Better petition gathered close to 20,000 signatures. A day of Twitch boycott gained widespread media coverage and meetings between Color of Change and Twitch leadership. The group adds that even though this led to an update on Twitch's safety protocols, many of the movement's demands remain unmet. Twitch's recent Black History Month activity, including a temporary Black Brilliance recommended section on the front page, was also criticized. At a time when black streamers continue to be harassed by racist users and left unprotected from online hate, these short-term performative Black History Month initiatives are sorely inadequate, the group wrote. Twitch must address its complicity in an anti-black racism on the platform. And that starts with working directly with impacted black creators to determine which policy and proceed changes are needed to improve their safety, as well as being transparent about when these changes will be implemented. The letter follows a Twitch statement acknowledging the continued impact of hate raids in the channels of black streamers and offering advice for streamers on how to counter them. Wow, I need water. That's a lot. Okay. Well, it's a nice little article that Twitch has to do better. That racism in general, as a whole, should not be acceptable, regardless the platform, regardless the medium, and it's not accepted here. We are an open community, open and living community, I should say, where we accept anybody and everybody. You just have to be respectful to one another and simply treat someone the way you want to be treated. Plain, simple, end of story. But nonetheless, let's keep moving on. Valve's Steam Deck has joined the ever-growing list of devices compatible with some form of Xbox Game Pass, as Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta is now available for owners of Valve's handheld gaming PC. On Twitter, Xbox Cloud Gaming head of product and strategy, Catherine Gluckstein, said it was a collaboration effort between Valve and Microsoft to get xCloud and Game Pass working on Steam Deck. And as it turns out, Valve got a lot of help from Microsoft to get the service up and running. On Steam Deck, players can access Game Pass through xCloud Gaming within the Microsoft Edge beta. This means players will have to install and launch the Steam Deck version of Microsoft's web browser to navigate to the xCloud launcher. The process is similar to how xCloud works on PC, where Xbox Game Pass subscribers can access games through Xbox's website. Valve is also working on getting Microsoft's operating system onto the Steam Deck. So thank you, IGN, for that as well. And players in Elden Ring have been known for a while that are sometimes hidden walls in the game that lead to new areas. However, a new discovery takes this to an absurd length. A player has discovered a wall in Volcano Manor that only disappears when you hit it 50 times. Over on Reddit, user Terroristam came across a wall seemingly inconspicuous in Volcano Manor. However, he soon found out that if you hit the wall 50 times, then the wall goes away, revealing a room. This room belongs to Rhea in Night Burnell, which can be easily accessed normally just by finding its regular entrance. And thank you, Ajahn, for that as well. So Gran Turismo 7 is back online after a 30-hour outage. Coming over from The Verge. Gran Turismo 7, one of the biggest PS4 and PS5 games of the year, is back online. A broken update resulted in a longer than expected server maintenance yesterday. Well, this is according to this article. This article was on the 18th, just 2 days ago. So most of Gran Turismo 7, including career mode and multiplayer, is unplayable. And developer Phony Digital took more than 24 hours to provide an update on the problems after the maintenance extension. And they apologized, and the game is back online with a new 1.08 update. Alright. So, Overwatch 2 Closed Beta will be starting soon on April 26th, and now only on PC. And you can sign up now, which I'll share with you the tweet. Actually, I'll just share the link directly. Where is the thingy? Alright, so done with Overwatch 2. What else we got? Alright, Xbox Game Pass is getting 12 titles that were shown off during the ID at Xbox Showcase, including Tunic. So the March 2022 ID at Xbox Showcase presented 12 ID at Xbox games launching day one on Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. 8 of these games are brand new Xbox Game Pass announcements. And coming on from Windows Central. So we have the 12 titles include Crusader Kings 3, that will be launching April 29th on Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Tunic is available now on Xbox Series X, S, optimized for the Xbox One, Xbox Cloud Gaming, and PC. Immortality will be available on Xbox Series X and S of summer 2022. We have Trek to Yomi. will be available on spring of 2022 for the Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox One. Escape Academy will be available sometime this year for will be optimized for no, sorry, wrong one. So Escape Academy for Xbox Series S, X, and Xbox One. Shredders is available now for is optimized for the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox Cloud Gaming, and PC. We have Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn is available for the Xbox Series consoles and Xbox One sometime this year. Flappy Nights on there's no known platforms will be available sometime this year. We have Paradise Killer, which is available now, which is optimized for the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One, Xbox Cloud Gaming, and PC. We have Draken Academy. I think I said that right. For the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One, and PC. We have Beacon Pines. Will be available for the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One, and we have City Sleeper available for the Xbox Series consoles and the Xbox One with no known release date for either. And we have an update on the Xbox sustainability efforts coming over from the Xbox Newswire. So they are progressing toward their commitment of being carbon negative, water positive, and zero waste by 2030. And they will redesign Xbox products and accessories on all Microsoft product packaging to be 100% recyclable. And they enabled energy saver sleep mode, which consumes about 20 times less power than standby mode. And now system and game updates can be used during that mode as well to further save energy. And they've also revised the materials they use in their products by incorporating post-consumer recycled resins and Xbox Series S and R controllers. And that's about all we have. Okay, now we have some updates on Bungie. Coming over from Bungie directly. So we have, let's see, a deep dive into the Witch Queen season of the Risen, the Vow of Disciple raid. We have Feisty Ops Battlegrounds, weekly repeatable story missions, Throne World Secrets, and more. So we have some new contents that will be launching. We have more. We have the Iron Banner that's available now, and a new Psyops Battlegrounds location, which I'll check out. March 22, we have the Legend Psyops Battlegrounds and the Valve of the Disciples challenges. April 1st, we have Trials Labs and the Zone Capture. April 5th, Grandmaster Nightfalls. April 8th, Trial Labs Freelance. April 12th, another Iron Banner. April 19th, Valve of the Disciple Master Difficulty. April 22nd, Trial Labs Zone Capture. May 3rd to the 24th, Guardian Games. May 6th, Trial Labs Freelance Community Voted the Community Voted Map. May 10th, we have a third Iron Banner. And May 20th, we have Trial Labs, which is Freelance and Zone Capture. And not lastly, but we have a lot more to talk about. So we have Hogwarts Legacy that will be released in holiday of 2022, going from IGN, 2 years after it was first revealed to the world. Avalanche Software announced Hogwarts Legacy will be released this holiday. For the release window, Avalanche showed off another 20 minutes of gameplay that included the various activities players can partake in their life as a wizardry student at Hogwarts. This includes magic classes, wizard duels, raising magical creatures, and more. Hogwarts Legacy was announced back in 2020. It was set to release in 2021 before being delayed. The holiday release window is now slightly more concrete, and hopefully we'll get something at the tail end of the year. And during the State of Play, it's exclusively geared towards showing off the various activities players can do at Hogwarts, and it's quite a bit. So we're not going to show the images here. Actually, let's hear it, might as well, because it was a State of Play. Where are you? Okay, here's some still images. Or should I say game captures? Assuming that's the created character. This looks close to being realistic though. These not so much. That's a lot of images. Oh yeah, 59. Wow. I'm assuming this was taken throughout throughout the state of play. It looks like it's an open world type game, an open closed world type game similar to Valhalla. Okay, that's it. I didn't realize it. Yeah. So as for the plot details, those remain under wraps. Players will join in as 50-year students in the late 1800s. Players can also fully create their own characters, so there's no set protagonist to inhabit. And the game has stirred up discussion over its connection to Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, who has become notable in recent years for her transphobic comments. Warner Brothers has said that the author is not directly involved with the game, but leadership has said she's entitled to express her personal opinion. Reports have since suggested the game will allow for transgender characters to be created. So we'll see on that. Pokemon Legends Arceus owners can now unlock the legendary Pokemon and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as part of a new crossover between the games. The game's latest patch notes reveals that Arceus is finally coming to the Diamond and Pearl remix out today, March 16th, but it's only available to those who own Pokemon Legends. Players can now find a new item in their starting bedroom called a Azure Flute, and taking it to the Sphere Pillar atop Mount Coronet will prompt an Arceus battle to begin. Darkrai has also been added to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, though players don't require any additional games to unlock it. Instead, players can use the mystery gift feature to download the member card item. This grants access to a locked building in the northeast of Kanalav City, in which a story sequence initiates that leads to the Darkrai battle. That's actually nice of them. Okay. Actually, more content are coming from both. So, this year marks the Mix's 10th anniversary since the showcase first started at IGN's Chicken Street during GDC, and will be started and they'll be celebrating all year. So it is kicking off a year full of indie game goodness with both the Mix Online Showcase and the Black Voices in Gaming stream. IGN is carrying both streams, and as usual, the Watch Guide will provide you with everything you need to know to watch the shows, including when they start, a list of places you can watch them with, and what to expect. So it'll take place on Tuesday, March 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern, and the Black Voices in Gaming stream will follow the showcase and will start on March 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern. So of course you can watch it on IGN's Twitch channel. Roku, Apple TV, IGN's Xbox One app, PlayStation 4 app, Android app, so pretty much their app as well. So the mix will help present announcements, trailers, and new gameplay and so much more for over 70 games, which I'm looking forward to. Right? So you can now pre-register for Apex Legends on mobile. Global pre-registration for Apex Legends Mobile has finally begun. EA has announced that players across the world can now pre-register to play Apex Legends Mobile earlier this year. The game had a limited launch which saw the packet edition of the award-winning Battle Royale game rolling out across 10 countries. You can now sign up via the Google Play Store, and if you're iOS user, you need to register on EA's website to receive the latest updates. And lastly, we have Pac-Man Museum Plus, which features a series of legendary games. Players can enjoy the iconic original arcade classic alongside a variety of other playstyles from over 40 years of Pac-Man history. It is coming May 27th for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. We have Super Pac-Man, Pac and Pal, Pac-Land, Pac-Mania, Pac-Attack, Pac in Time, Pac-Man Arrangement Arcade version, Pac-Man Arrangement CS version, and the Pac-Man Championship Edition. We have Pac-Man Models, Pac-Man Roll Remix, Pac-Man Battle Royale, and Pac-Man 256. So we're done with your gaming play, folks. And now we're going to move on to tech. All right. So we have Adobe and BMW announced a partnership that will expand its relationship with Adobe as part of its digital transformation of its sales and marketing division, which and it'll leverage Adobe. What's the name of that thing? Experience Cloud to deliver personalized digital experiences as it advances towards the goal of selling a quarter of all of its vehicles online within the next 3 years. So, and their goal is to provide the same experience online as offline. That's essentially the whole point of this process. The whole part of this partnership. So NFTs are coming to Instagram via Engadget. Speaking at South by Southwest, Mark Zuckerberg confirmed that digital collectibles could be arriving on Instagram in the next term. We're working on bringing NFTs on Instagram in the next term, he said. He didn't exactly detail how they would take shape, but suggest people were able to show off their existing NFTs and potentially mint new ones. So similar to how Twitter has theirs. Speaking of Adobe believes that the metaverse is going to blur the distinction between the digital world and the physical one, and it wants to provide the tools to enable that. That's one of the main messages of the Adobe Summit 2022 that kicked off earlier this week. So Adobe said that Adobe Creative Cloud and Adobe Experience Cloud are fueling the creation and delivery of immersive experiences to position brands to succeed in the metaverse. Among these new innovations is the launch of the new Adobe Stance 3D Modeler in beta that makes 3D creation and sharing easier. And we have some tools that'll help with that as well from them. We have the Adobe Universal Scene description. We have, I'm assuming that's the modeler. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it. Okay. So next we have a long rumored crypto token tied to the Bored Ape NFT community was unveiled earlier on Wednesday. The debut of ApeCoin is detailed in a Twitter feed from the official Bored Ape Yacht Club account on Twitter. As a report from the block, from the some of the initiatives planned by the Bored Ape creator Yuga Labs, including a planned token tied to gaming and virtual experiences. Okay. We have an Oculus Airlink. This got a big upgrade for the Quest 2. It's getting a new experimental feature called Airlink Frame Rate Insurance with firmware V38, and it's designed to smooth out gameplay when playing PC VR games over Wi-Fi on the Quest 2. And it's a replacement for the Oculus asynchronous space wrap and will need to be enabled manually for now. Thank you, Android Central, for that. We have Google is releasing the second Android 13 developer preview on Thursday, and includes a major new feature. Apps will have to ask you for permission to post notifications. iOS had a similar feature for years, and it's a very useful way to make sure only certain apps send you notifications, which I'm a huge supporter of as well. But thank you, The Verge, for that. We have Samsung's Galaxies. We have the A53 5G, the A33 5G, and also the A73 5G that was announced for as mid-range A series with a high resolution of 108 megapixel camera. So the A73 5G will be available in select markets from April 22nd at a price that is yet to be announced. Okay, let me see if I could get. So the A73 I will have 4 cameras, included the 108 megapixel sensor that we talked about earlier, 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and a 5 megapixel macro lens. And there won't be a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And we have a 5,000 mega amp battery, 25 watt fast charging, and we have storage options from 128 gig, 256 gig storage, or 6 gigs of RAM or 8 gigs of RAM respectively. A 1.67 rating for dust and water resistance, micro SD card slot, up to that will support up to 1 terabyte. So we have Twitter Spaces. They will be able to share clips from recordings in a new test, which I'm a fan of as well, which will make things a whole lot easier. So certain hosts on iOS can now clip 30 seconds of audio from recorded spaces to share. Everyone on iOS can see and listen to clips on the timeline, coming to Android and web real soon. Alright, so we have a partnership that I didn't know about. So, in March 2021, Microsoft announced it secured a deal to produce HoloLens XQ augmented reality headsets for the US Army. Since then, the project has seen hurdles and obstacles. And according to a report, Microsoft's $22 billion contract could be in jeopardy, I guess. So it's an augmented reality headset, of course. So it's just they're delaying it. I'm assuming that's why. That's all it's saying. That it's been delayed. The actual headset itself. So we have AMD has announced 2 technologies as part of its software lineup on Thursday. We have the Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2.0 and the Radeon Super Resolution, which aims to get more mileage out of GPUs and a work smarter, not harder approach. AMD knows that the FSR 2.0 offer better image quality than the FSR 1.0 in all 4 of its modes. And FSR 2.0 promises to deliver higher frame rates over its original iteration and compete more closely with DLSS 2.0, whereas DLS S2.0 uses machine learning. AMD's solution optimizes anti-alias based on temporary data. Okay, thank you, IGN, for that. We have Apple's Universal Remote. It's now available, coming from Mashable. And we have, lastly, so the future Google Glass augmented reality specs never found many buyers at all in the consumer market, but perhaps they were just ahead of their time. Now, a new Google acquisition suggests more devices in this line could soon be on the way. As reported originally by The Information, Google has picked up a hardware startup, Roxium, a small company that deals in developing micro LEDs for augmented reality. Those are the microscopic next generation LEDs that offer better color and contrast with less of a power draw. So thank you, Tech Creator, for that. So we're done with your Tech Play, folks, and I'm going to move on to entertainment. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take my Javalia coffee shop powered by Ferto. All I need is a sip, too. I always like to drink coffee with water because your body absorbs the caffeine more that way. And I learned that a while back. But nonetheless, let's keep moving on, folks. Let's see. Entertainment. Let's see, what's this? What do we got here? So, Napalm TV and Disney have revealed a strategic collab agreement that covers content sharing and local language co-production. The collab will include a co-production of local language content ranging from genre series animation to variety shows of Disney Plus for Japanese and global audiences, and the availability of both companies' content on their respective platforms. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, the monster thing. I forgot about that. So, let's see. It's Hollywood Reporter. It's coming from Hollywood Reporter. The studio has partnered up with Epic Games and its massive online video game Fortnite for an original animated short-form miniseries titled "We Will Be Monsters" that features characters such as the Bride of Frankenstein and the Mummy from modern times. And the first episode will premiere October 28th inside Fortnite as part of its Short Nightmares Festival. And you could also see our reaction video to the trailer over on our YouTube channel, which is over 10 minutes long. Speaking of trailer, we have a new trailer for Miss Marvel that we did a live react for as well. And let's see, will be streaming to Disney Plus on June 8th. And speaking of Netflix will soon launch a test letting primary account holders pay an additional fee for users outside their household, a new attempt by the company to address illicit password sharing. According to the Netflix terms of service, a customer's account may not be shared with individuals beyond your household. After years of turning a blind eye to password sharing behavior that falls outside their requirement, the company last year ran a limited test, prompting users to enter their account credentials as a way to nudge freeloaders into paying for their own accounts. Now, the upcoming tests launching in 3 countries: Chile, Costa Rica, Costa Rica, and Peru. Netflix will let members who share their accounts with people outside their household do easily and securely. Also, be paying a bit more. Like All right, we have Jack Black is returning to the Kung Fu franchise for a new Netflix series titled Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight. Netflix announced the news for National Panda Day on Wednesday. It was National Panda Day? I didn't know that. Okay. The streamer tweeted, "Get ready for Pandemonium. No better way to celebrate National Panda Day than by announcing Jack Black's return as Po in the new animated series, Kung Pao the Dragon Knight. The new series finds Po on an eating tour of course, eating tour, duh, where he's wrongfully accused of misusing the magical weapons. In order to clear his name, Po will team up with a proper English name to embark on an epic quest." And Jack Black is the only cast member announced at this time. And DreamWorks and Animation is producing this series with Peter Hastings and Sean Hossein. I don't want to botch that. As the executive producers, and Chris Amick and Ben McClare as co-executive producers. Amazon buys MGM for nearly $9 million. So, and the deal is officially closed. So MGM will now become a part of Prime Video and Amazon Studios, and said that 4,000 films and 17,000 TV episodes would complement Prime Video and Amazon Studios. Works in delivering a diverse offering of entertainment choices for consumers. So it looks like Bond could be coming exclusively to Amazon Prime. For streaming, though. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna release it in theaters as well. And now we have some new Moon Knight promo images that have been revealed, coming from comicbook.com. I think it's just that one. Is it just one? Hold on, let me see. Oh, it's just one. I thought it was more than one. Mm. All right, there you are, folks. Oh, what a night! An unlikely superhero entering the Marvelverse. I can't wait for that. I cannot wait. Scream 6, the release date has been revealed, as it was set to hit theaters March 21st of next year. We have Dragon Ball Super Superhero. The release has been delayed indefinitely following a studio leak. So it seems as though the fallout from Toei Animation's recent hack is being bigger than fans ever saw coming. After all, Dragon Ball Superhero is now being impacted by the ongoing investigation. A new report by the Toei Animation confirms that the much anticipated movie is now being pushed back its release date indefinitely. There is no word when the movie will go live. So now we just gotta wait and see. And now, speaking of Dragon Ball, it looks like Dragon Ball is arriving finally to Crunchyroll amidst to its early Funimation acquisition. So we have, let's see, we have Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. So the three series were previously exclusive, available on Funimation. Okay. So Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT will have both English dubs and original Japanese audio subtitles, while Z will only be available with its English language dub. However, the deal doesn't come with some Kavitz. The 3 series will only be available to Crunchyroll users in the US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. So Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT are available on Crunchyroll now, finally. So The Mandalorian Season 3, which is currently filming in Australia, has announced that Lloyd will be joining the cast. Originally reported by The Hollywood Reporter. Thank you, Andre, for that. So the Matt Reeves' The Batman is getting another spin-off project, but this time in the form of a comic book, exploring the origins of Paul Dano's Riddler. Not only that, Dano is scripting the comic himself. Riddler Year 1 pairs Dano, the artist, pairs Dano with the artist Steven Subik. The 6-issue limited series will be published through DC's mature, readers-focused Black Label imprint. Alright. We have an exclusive that Love is Blind Season 3. It has filmed in Dallas and is set to air within the next year. And a Daredevil reboot has seemingly entered production, according to an industry report coming from Games Radar. Production Weekly, an industry magazine that reports on which movies and shows are entering production, lists Deadpool reboot and the latest round of released March 17th. Marvel's Deadpool 3, Madame Web, and Kraven the Hunter, all 3 of which have confirmed updates over the last week. So we'll see what happens, actually. So the Batman was originally set to 300 million and has now reached $500 million. In the global box office. And speaking of Batman, the streaming HBO Max has apparently leaked the date itself. As spotted by Deadline and as April 19th. And we have Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is essentially a prequel to the anime, which is available in theaters now as well. We have some new posters for the Resident Evil live action series. That is coming July 14th to Netflix. Okay. I haven't. Oh, my bad. Let's see what the heck. Okay. Why does it do that? Really? Oh, so it opens up a new tab. That's what it does. Why does it do that, though? Okay. All right. All right. Let's keep moving on, folks. And we have The Simpsons. We'll be debuting a new guest appearance. The Weekend. On the March 20th episode, which is later on today. As of this recording. So he'll be voicing 2 characters: a famous kid influencer who owns an ultra cool skatewear brand, and his father, and the Bart Cool Kid. And the TV Insider has an exclusive first look at the guest spot. I guess I'll show you the images down below. But I'm definitely excited for that episode too. 8/7 Central on Fox. So, yep. Oops. Not what I wanted. Yeah, that's all we got. Yep, that's all we got, folks. Done with entertainment, folks. And now we'll move on to sports. So we have some side news for you, folks. Wrestling legend Scott Hall has died at the age of 63. The two-time WWE Hall of Famer was taken off life support after heart attacks. So my condolences to Scott Hall, otherwise known as Razor Ramon, one of the most charismatic and captivating wrestlers of the 1990s and early 2000s. Speaking of WWE, Candice LeRae could be on her way out of WWE in the near future, according to a new report from Fightful Select. LeRae hasn't wrestled since the July 6, 2021 episode of NXT, when she and Indy Hartwell dropped the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships to Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. She and her husband, Johnny Gargano, announced that they were expected their first child in August and welcomed a son, Gil Gargano, last month. Gargano allowed his WWE contract to expire back in December and has stated epiphically that he is on break with LeRae and their son. Alright. And then we have the WEA stars that are confirmed that they are leaving the company. We have Joey Janelle in an interview with Denise Salcedo of Instinct Cultural. Once his contract expires this spring. Okay, we have March Madness is here. And the NCAA tournament field is officially down to 64 teams after the first four action in Dayton concluded Wednesday with a down-to-the-wire contest that saw Notre Dame escape in double overtime with an 89-87 win over Rutgers. The Fighting Irish, with the win, clinched the number 11 seed in the vaulted West region of the bracket, where it advances to face the number 6 seed Alabama on Friday in the first round. Notre Dame was led by 26 points from Paul Atkinson, who fittingly delivered the dagger with a go-ahead shot in the second overtime just before time expired. Rutgers defensive star Caleb McConnell led the way to the Scarlet Knights with 23 points and 11 boards, and Rod Harper Jr., who hit a number of clutch shots in the game, which added 22 points. Wednesday's first game, which was the penultimate first four game of the tourney between Bryant and Wright State, was won by the latter after Tanner Halder scorched Bryant's defense to the tune of 37 points. It was Wright State's first NCAA tournament win in program history. The Raiders, a number 16 seed, will face the number 1 seed Arizona in the South region on Friday. All right, well. Okay. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, who have teamed them together for 20 NFL seasons in their broadcast booth, have signed multi-year agreements to join ESPN as the new voices for Monday Night Football. It was announced Wednesday. The duo have been included into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Also contribute content to ESPN Plus. Thank you, ESPN, for that. We have that we have a little thing that LeBron James is the second all-time leader in the regular season at 36,929 points, and he's close to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record at 38,387. He has Chicago Cubs have agreed to a 5-year, 85 million contract with star Japanese outfielder Seiya Suzuki. A source confirmed to ESPN on Wednesday. Suzuki met with the club's front office and team chairman Tom Ricketts on Monday night after agreeing to the deal, the Door said. And it's the highest salary for a Japanese position player coming to Major League Baseball and the second largest behind pitcher Masahiro Tanaka's 155 million contract with the New York Yankees back in 2014. So he, a 27-year-old, will join the club after playing 9 seasons for the Hiroshima Toya Carp in Nippon Professional Baseball. We have the 2022 NFL offseason promised some wild quarterback moves, and it was delivered. Tom Brady retired and then untired. Aaron Rodgers announced he was returning to Green Bay and signed a massive extension. Kirk Cousins inked an extension in Minnesota. Russell Wilson was traded to the Broncos. Carson Wentz was shipped to the Commanders, and Deshaun Watson was moved to the Browns before agreeing to a huge deal. Marshawn Trubisky signed in Pittsburgh, and Teddy Bridgewater and Tyrod Taylor took on backup gigs with the Dolphins and Giants respectively. And we're not done yet. Jimmy Garoppolo is still likely to be traded. Baker Mayfield requested a trade is going to be on the move, and Matt Ryan could be in the trade mix. We have Jameis Winston remains unsigned. A handful of others may be on the move, while Carolina's Sam Darnold, and then there is a crop of young quarterbacks in the draft class who could land with quarterback needy teams. Thank you, Yasmin, for that. And we have there are 4 races completed on the 2022 NASCAR schedule, and the new next-gen car is having its desired effect, with 4 different winners, including 2 first-time winners. Chase Brzeski became the second driver to earn his first career NASCAR Cup wins last week in Phoenix, and now he'll turn his attention to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the 2022 Falls of Honor Quick Trip 500. NASCAR at Atlanta has taken place since 1960 and will be on the 116th Cup race to run on the 1.5-mile oval. The green flag drops at 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, which is today. All right, and lastly, we have a sort of music and sport hybrid news story. It's official. Spotify and FC Barcelona are pleased to announce a long-term partnership, which includes kickoffs in July 2022, where Spotify will become the main partner of the club, the official audio streaming partner. Our brand will appear on the front of both men's and women's shirts and training shirts beginning in 2022 and the 2023 season. Spotify and FC Barcelona will work together to create opportunities for the iconic shirt to be a space that celebrates artists from across the world. Spotify will also become the title partner of the stadium, with the historic Camp Nou Stadium rebranded Spotify Camp Nou. Additionally, Spotify will use the partnership to shine a spotlight on artists from all over the world, so bring the world of music and football together, giving a global stage to players and artists at Spotify Camp Nou. So the partnership plans are subject to the ratification of the Barcelona Members Assembly, which will take place in early of April. So we're done with sports, folks. Now I'm going to go to finish with music after this short break. I guess we're mute. Alright, folks, now it's time for your last segment, the music play. So we have some Christina Aguilera will be headlining LA Pride 2022 and will take place June 11th at the LA State Historic Park. And we have some new music from Rosalia and Motomami. We have Normani and Fair, Charlie XCX and Crash. We have Arcade Fire and the Lightning 1, 2. Cardi Underwood and Ghost Story. We have Cole Leary with Nicki Minaj and Blink Black. No, Blink, okay. No. Blink. Alright, now we have apparently an unreleased album from the Prince himself. It's coming over from iHeartRadio. In 1986, Prince planned to release an album dedicated to his feminine alter ego, Camille. The record ending up getting shelved after test proceeds were produced. And though its 8 songs would later get released to one from of another, Camille as a whole never saw the light of day. That's all about to change thanks to Jack White's Third Man Records. The label's co-founder, Ben Blackwell, recently revealed they obtained the rights for the scrapped album. We're finally going to put that out. All right, and we have, let's see. What's all this? No, we did that already. Okay, so that's last. Okay, there we go. And now we have Eddie King. Where did he get lunch from? No idea. Eddie L. King is signaling a new era with the latest sassy country anthem. The Powerhouse singer released Out Yonder on Friday, March 18th, announcing on Instagram that she can't wait for you guys, for what you guys think, but let us know what are your thoughts on this new track. We have a new Lil Nas took to TikTok on Thursday to share a preview of his new song "Lean on My Body." So that's a little preview. We have a new documentary for Olivia Rodrigo with a new trailer. It's out now. That will be arriving on Disney Plus on March 25th. So Muse has officially announced their 9th album, Will of the People. Ed Sheeran teases some new music as well. In an interview with New Zealand's Project NZ, the British musician opened up about his musical journey, particularly his new iconic album names per Billboard. He explained the reasoning behind the names, saying he intends to go for colorful backgrounds and symbols after juggling that he realized he has a face for the radio. But yeah, he'll be dropping something new soon. So we have Carrie Underwood's new single Ghost Story. It's available now. And we have Lizzo has confirmed that her album is 100% done. And let's take a look at the charts. At the top of the chart, of the Billboard charts, I should say, we have hold on, let me refresh this. Okay, we have Heat Waves as number 1. We don't talk about Bruno. Number 2, we have Super Gremlin at number 3 by Kodak Black. Number 4, we have ABCDFU by Gailey, and we have number 5, Star by The Kid Leroy and Justin Bieber. So, and then we talk about Bruno about what's that movie from? That Disney film, Encanto or something like that. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Encanto. Yeah, that's what it was. I thought it was Our Bruno Mars, like a parody or something, but it wasn't. So it looks like that's all we have for you folks. Now we're going to move on to the reading email. If you want to send us a reading email, here's how you can contact us. We want to know your thoughts, your feedback, if any questions you may have for us, sending us reading mail on the Discord server. Leaving a voice note over the anchor.fm/TheImpactPlay, or even by email to readingmail@theimpactplay.com. Who knows, if even in the future, on a future episode, even a special reading mail segment of the show. So by sending us reading mail, you also we part of the show. You guys are part of the community, and it's just a nice way for us to give back to you guys. So this way you could be part of the show. So thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play a part of your day. If you wish to join the community server over on Discord, join to at the exclamation Discord and chat now. And guys, we are trying to unlock subs over on Twitch, and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends, your family, and anyone who believes we put it from the show. Literally follow us. Lurk when we go live. Every little bit helps us reach that goal even further. We've recently reached over 20,000 views over on YouTube, and we've been smashing those goals. Twitch is the only one that has been moving away from us, and we're trying to surpass that goal of over 3 average viewers to finally unlock subs for the channel, for the community, and just take a part of that and just help us reach that goal. So leave us a review. I'm just joining on your favorite platform. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. Until next time, for all of you, go to the and above. I'll see you on the post show. For everyone else, have a good one.